gotta give it up to Doflamingo. That guy is one tough son of a bitch. Who would have thought that a guy whose powers revolve around string would be this resilient? That being said, I think we can all agree that the most badass part about this week's episode of One Piece was that LEO Bazooka. That LEO Bazooka! Oh, I just went from 6 to midnight. In this week's episode of One Piece, Luffy and Doflamingo finally begin to fight. Less emphasis on people running around in Dressrosa, and more focus on Luffy and Doflamingo knocking the shit out of each other. Luffy and Gearforth fighting against Doflamingo has got to be one of the most unique battles that I've seen from the entire series. It's amazing how many techniques Luffy has at this point in the series, and the fact that he can effectively fly around makes this one of the just craziest battles that I've ever seen from the One Piece anime series, and I love every single second of it. There was a lot of great fighting choreography this week, and the premise was real simple. It was just Doflamingo transforming all of the city of Dressrosa into his string powers, which for some odd reason, when you really see that he has that much dominion over everything, it's honestly kind of disturbing how he can turn all of these foreign objects into weapons, and in many ways an extension of his own body, and he pretty much just throws everything at Luffy, who's constantly dodging, punching, and kicking all of these attacks, but this is all just a build-up to the LEO Bazooka! That is right. This is one of the coolest techniques that I've ever seen from the entire series, and of the bazooka techniques that Luffy has used, this one is without a doubt my favorite one from the entire series. I especially love that when he does it, he's dodging all of Doflamingo's attacks. He then literally jets past all of them, getting right in Doflamingo's face, and then hits him point blank with this big attack, which totally looks like an homage to the Kamehameha from Dragon Ball Z. And this was just the appetizer portion of this technique. The main course is watching Doflamingo slam through all of these buildings and skid all the way across the Dressrosa Kingdom, and then we end at dessert as he literally blasts into another building, sending him flying into the cliffside of Dressrosa, leaving a massive impact crater and explosion. Oh, I think I just came a little. This was such a classic Luffy technique. I love that they showed it from 3 different camera angles. It has so much impact and oomph behind it. It's definitely, I think, my favorite attack that I've seen from the entire Dressrosa arc. Now, as cool as that technique was, of course, Doflamingo is not defeated. The birdcage is not disappeared, and all of the citizens, in the asshole-ish way that they are, decide to frickin' turn on Luffy. You know what? At this point, screw the citizens of Dressrosa. They're getting on my nerves. Every single time I see them, they just piss me off. Another thing that's really cool about this episode is we get more of Jesus Burgess, who's getting ready to attack Luffy and trying to steal his devil fruit, while all at the same time, Doflamingo's coming back, getting ready to destroy everything. So what's the rundown on this week's episode of One Piece? This was just an immensely satisfying episode. This is what I've been wanting to see the entire time from the battle between Luffy and Doflamingo, and it totally did the manga version justice. The look of Luffy as he flies around, dodging all of Doflamingo's attack and actually deflecting him with his own attacks, looked really awesome. There are a few moments, however, that keen-eyed viewers will notice. They do reuse a little bit of animation, but they also add different portions to that, so it's a lot harder to notice unless you're a guy like me who likes to just constantly repeat scenes. Speaking of which, that LEO Bazooka scene, while I was watching the episode, this is something I rarely do because I always just like to watch the episode and get to my review. I rewatched the LEO Bazooka scene like over 10 times. The whole thing from Luffy getting the technique started up to Doflamingo slamming against the walls of the Dressrosa Kingdom. That moment is still so badass, and it's truly what is going to define this episode. What really sucks about this episode, of course, is that Luffy runs out of juice. He's back to his normal self. He's completely exhausted, so now he has to look out for Doflamingo and Jesus Burgess and all these other threats that are going to pop up up. If you look at the preview for the next episode, you can see what's going to go down. But still, I love this episode right here. It's all about that Leo Bazooka moment. All the animation, the artwork was pretty damn nice in this episode. I really enjoyed it. All of the speed and impact and great sound effects just really added a lot of power to all of the attacks from Doflamingo and Luffy this week. I just loved this one. Check it out, action fans. Check it out, One Piece fans. This was a fun, kick-ass episode. Kick back with your buddies and watch a classic episode of this pirate anime series. I'm giving this one a 5 out of 5. One of the best episodes of One Piece I have seen in quite some time. So check it out, One Piece fans. You might see something you like. If you guys did watch this week's episode, make sure to tell me what you thought about it in the comment section below. Did you guys like the Leo Bazooka as much as I did? Did you have another favorite scene? Did you not like this episode? What do you want to see from the rest of the Dressrosa arc and the One Piece anime series? Please tell me in the comment section below. You guys are kick-ass. Thank you for watching this review. Make sure to like it if you would like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys again for watching, and as always, stay dandy, baby.